Eve, you're all making your way out of Naples Green, out of Moose's homestead, in the early hours of the morning, and heading back to Mondacia, correct?
Yeah.
No time to study certain times, because I think they take a short rest, but I guess you can come to that later as you... I'm not even transfer, yeah, I'll make it quick. Rather than going through the binary district map, you make your way out discreetly, the 6 of you. Around back to the bridge leading out through the portal gateway, which takes you to the exterior of the Clockworld city proper. It's going to take you, I don't think I've had it too long, maybe the best part of an hour or a little bit longer to traverse from the city to Mondacia. Who would be leading the travel back? Right.
God, not so much. He doesn't know where he's going. I vote
Maybe
Melvin.
the intelligent one in the group, Star.
There's a world where he's like exhausted and broken. And by the way, not regained hit points.
Yeah, he's vulnerable. That's why he should go first.
Sephiel, if nobody else has kind of stepped up, I think Sephi would get impatient and she would maybe take the lead.
Well, I would, but I don't know where I'm going.
Well, based on the direction you were brought from Cordis on the way in, whoever's taking the lead, if you want to take advantage with someone helping you, do a survival with an advantage. To follow the path, remember the way back.
6 and a 7, so that's a 10.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's not great, I'll be honest.
I like to think maybe Livy was trying to help, but where she came separately, she got lost like 5 times.
That's why I gave her the advantage, like as the group helping out together. Even then, you've come to the crossroads, sort of a fork, triangular fork in the road, and you're not quite sure if it was left or right. And there's a good... So you're not trying to show this to the group as Sephi, you're leading the front and probably trying to keep that confidence, that aura to yourself. But everyone's stopped slowly behind you as very Gandalf-like. You're like, which direction was it?
Mm-hmm. If in doubt, and I think in her head, she's at least going eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Just flip it forward. Odd left, even right.
Yeah. Let's roll.
If someone wants to assist as well, they could do like a perception as well.
Use my elf eyes.
Go ahead.
Because I'll say, up until like crossing the bridge from the gatehouse, you're all pretty confident at Sephi. Again, exuding that little bit of confidence that they surely know the way. But the fact that she stopped here makes you question it, maybe just a fraction. And Liviana, yeah, will contribute to that as this stop goes. And you maybe just tap Sephi on the shoulder. Right, dear.
Now, I think I can see it over there. What do you think? That looks like the building.
That's it. I was just making sure no one was following us. I was making sure there wasn't anybody else on the road. Got to keep safe.
Very clever. Very, very clever.
Maybe a couple of minutes further on, there's another fork in the road, but fortunately now you're close enough to the gates of Mondacia. You can see the large external fortifications come into view, and I'll get you transferred across in un moment. I need to make sure there's not like 18 tokens available. You don't exist anymore. Feel free to converse.
So, how long was it dead for?
Like half an hour, 45 minutes.
To be fair, that is a personal record. Excellent.
What was Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Livy.
You go.
I was just going to ask what the deal was with the salt water. 'Cause he didn't drop you in water or anything.
I think that might be something to do with maybe because I was doing I was a pirate before, so maybe it was something to do with that. There also seems to be a thing I need to do, so I need to kind of come back here eventually when there are stars in the sky. But special stars I need to do. But I do not know what salt was there. It just started choking me out with it. Which is weird because I can breathe in salt water. I enjoy that. It's the first time I've been properly choked like this. It is not fun.
Weird.
What did it feel like being around the other side?
Imagine you're in the ocean, but there is just like nothing, no water there, and you're just floating. And there are stars everywhere. It was very beautiful, to be fair. It was very beautiful.
On your own.
Mm-hmm. On my own, yes. There was a voice. But I was the only creature I could see.
You guys approach the gate mid-conversation and maybe a few feet from the entrance of the familiar walls. The not so comfortable void to your east side. The gate is closed.
Just a question. That was here. Did also make a deal with that shopkeeper.
You borrowed an item. If that's what you mean.
That is going to be a conversation we need to have.
I've got it.
Well, we've still got it.
Oh, good.
Maybe we should return that immediately.
I think that it might be more effective. We could have Felix go to see the leaders and say they want to agree with us.
I think I'm going to stick with you for that chat. I mean, numbers help.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Is there any way of opening the barrier?
It doesn't look like there's handles on the door itself. It says the first time you've been on the external side of it, there is this faint white glow that circumferences the walls, like a little bit, maybe a foot away from the actual wall fortifications themselves. And you're maybe a little bit tentative to test your luck. Like I said, the first time you've been this side of the gate.
Wow. This is where we get initiated. Felix, do you want to enter?
I do. How'd you open the door?
I mean, you just walk through. This is the initiation.
I have kind of been here before, but okay. The door's locked. Fantastic.
If you are touching the door,
yes.
You specifically, I will need. Actually, I won't need nothing. I need to make something. There is a faint hum of electrification, and as you place your hands on the door looking for a way of access, the sharp shock bites you a little bit, and you'll take a couple of points of thunder damage, and your hand instinctually like flinching back.
I don't think I'm very welcome.
Oh. And then I'm going to step forward and just try and walk in.
If you were to place your hand on the door, it would open quite easily.
Wow.
I think they're bluest.
And I'll say you see a pair of eyes looking down at you from there's a, I forget what they're called, it's basically a bridge that overhangs the entrance. of the female humanoid who's got sort of a Mohican style effort, and you I think maybe remember from part of the security team or something like that. I don't think you've quite caught her name just yet. But she's watching you all as you enter.
Wave up at her.
She'll give a tentative wave back to you, Sephi. Not like full enthusiasm to it, just hey.
This one is with us. This one is with us now.
He'll be spoken to in a moment.
Can he come in to speak, or is he here to speak?
I would. I'd get in.
Look at that, Felix. You're welcome. It's not a very discerning club.
She darts her eyes to you, Felix. Chemist will have a word with you in a moment.
Right. Wish me luck.
You don't need. You do not need luck.
Well, it's my name, Felix. Means lucky.
The door slowly closes itself behind you all. Just realised on my GM layer there is a massive dead honey beast. That confused me for a second.
They're still eating that.
As you all wander inside, most of you looking worse for wear, and certainly Star, you looking exhausted. A whirl of sort of white, blue, aquamarine, glittery energy comes and stops Sephi and Felix, who are mostly at the front of the pack, and you recognise it to be Chemist. They are quite confident and just sort of like scratching at their chin. Oh, we've made a new friend. Very nice. Hello, Felix.
Back again.
I thought you turned this life away.
Yeah, but circumstances change. You know I'm useful, and these guys need some help. I'm the guy.
I take it you're reconsidering our invitation?
If you'd have me, I'd like to stay this time. And I do apologise for the rejection.
Oh, no one's obligated to join us. I mean, it's all free will and that. I'm just glad you came to your senses.
Thank you. I'd like to join this team.
Yes, I do see they are a member shy.
Yes. I'm going to nudge Sephi.
What are you nudging me for?
I know. You're next to me.
She's gonna
yes.
Step back. Not liking being nudged.
Yes. Well, you know my association with Orso. He foresaw his demise and requested I take his place.
Oh, well, that is truly unfortunate. And they saunter a little bit past you, Felix, and Sephi, and naturally, come to approach you, Jinx, and offer their hands sort of flat palmed out, ready to take your hands, not sort of hand-holding, but a little bit gripping on the fingertips. This life is difficult, and, well, I apologise for, the feelings you must be having right now.
I appreciate it.
Is anything we can help to assist you in this period? We would certainly like to help, but, this is the nature of this life.
If you have 600 gold, that would be very useful.
I deadly hope he's not being serious.
He just had a traumatic experience. His brain's a bit mush at the minute. He just came back from death.
Mm-hmm.
They release your hand, Jinx, and turn round to you, Star, and putting a very comfortable arm on your shoulder. You didn't take a deal with Clockworld, did you?
I had some very interesting conversations. and over tea and over certain other areas.
Can you roll me a persuasion or deception, whichever you prefer?
We'll do such on that one. It's gonna have to be. If it would ever be a roll. Oh, great, natural 2.
As they are gripping your shoulder, and they can naturally feel how limp and loose you are feeling and how like fragile you feel right now in this moment, and they're like, come now, Star, you're not fooling me, it's not an issue. We all have our hardships, and well, not everyone gets to bounce back from them.
Well, sometimes our hardships are very hard to deal with, and deals get made based on what we do. So, getting very intimidated by the fact this person's around him.
They, like, very confidently, don't you worry your little head, we will help you as much as possible. And they go to sort of boop you on the nose, but your debt is your own.
We will definitely work on this later. But thank you. I'm actually letting her boot me, by the way. Like, basically paralyzed with fear on this person.
Hey, we all have to go for our own bargains time to time, I know just as well. But, well, for the rest of you, good to see you all safe and sound. Maybe a good night's sleep would certainly help. How did it go otherwise? Did we get some items of interest or creatures of mystery at all?
I look to the gang to see if they want me to hand over the items or not.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get out the rope and the pearl and say, we managed to appropriate these two lovely items.
They would take a couple of steps back and sort of, as you're outstretching your hand and one with the coil of rope and the other with the gemstone. Oh, you keep the gem, that's all fair given that you guys worked so hard. But the rope? Oh, that would be marvellous. May I take that?
I shrug my shoulders and say, sure.
Thank you kindly. I think that's earned you a little bit of a reputation boost. No more slumming it in these shacks, if you like.
Sounds amazing.
We have a dormitory. It's not been used for quite a while, but, well, the last occupiers were, well, their lives became a little bit shorter, unfortunately, but the accommodation is certainly appropriate for people of your ability.
Where is this dormitory?
If you make your way down, there's a staircase in the living quarters south of Blue's barracks, and, well, you'll have ample room for the 6 of you.
Fantastic. Lovely.
Thank you all for doing such a marvellous job.
It doesn't happen to have a window, does it? If he says, looking at Livy, knowing that that's going to be the next question.
I mean,
He's nodding.
if you like one, we can have that arranged.
I do very much need a window, please.
Would a skylight suffice?
Oh yes, I just need to be able to see the night sky and the moon at night.
Oh, yes, I forgot. No, we can certainly appropriate that for you. Again, you've all done so marvellously. We can certainly bump you up a little bit. And they sort of like the rope coiled around their elbow. They sort of like lift it over their arm so it's over their shoulder, quite comfortably there. You guys have earned yourself a little break. Feel free to enjoy yourself for a day or so. We won't bother you unless you're asking for work, because, well, these are trying times and you've all been through it a little bit.
Thank you.
Oh,
As quickly as they
to
appeared.
get this straight,
Oh, go on. Before.
I was gonna say, so finally, I'm part of Hex Bomb.
Oh yeah, that's that thing you shouted, Star, when you threw your goblin bomb or something.
I threw a bomb. I had hex. I cast hex.
Oh, I thought it was the name of the group. It's quite catchy.
It does not sound bad. I am happy with this.
A bomb.
We are Hex Bomb.
You have any more bombs?
Does sound
I can get more bombs. I can find my goblin friend.
Do you have any more teacups?
With that, Chemist simply apparates, wrong time franchise, but disappears from your vision, and sort of a very faint smirk in their face, very happy with both the turn of events and how well you've done. And as she no longer appears and the smoke the dust fades from the cobbles where they were once standing, there is a bag, like a brown sack, left behind.
Instantly gonna have a look in that straight away.
Well, as you're unstrapping the leather cord, it feels a bit hefty, and as you look inside, the bag is filled with gold.
Wow.
Okay, I think we need to take this to our quarters before we divvy it out.
Amazing. I completely agree.
Mm-hmm.
So we base it on how many times each of us died. Yes.
Yes, the more you die, the less you get.
No, I don't think that is how this works.
You get 100% of it.
Yes, I think the
Yes, that's
previous
the
star before he died was Jusum, but the new star, the resurrected one, is not.
I can assure you the universe can only handle one star.
I think the fair way to do it is based on who killed the most amount of enemies. I think that's probably quite a good way to do it.
Or the most healing, right, Moose?
I think so. The most healing makes far more sense.
If a cast member dies, is it really most healing?
it should
If
be.
two-
Or how
equal.
about the compensating for losing a family member? How about that one? Anybody think of that one?
No,
Anyone at all?
not
While we're
particularly.
discussing this, anyone?
Not particularly. No.
I like this idea too. I mean, it's like a brother to me.
It is not even your cousin. You said his uncle a minute ago.
It
He is
shouldn't
an
become
uncle. I was
feral
talking
over
about my
gold.
dead brother, Star.
It should be. We don't even know how much is in there at the moment. It might be enough to pay back that debt that's owed. And
Can
then
I keep an eye on Seth? He's
on
not dragging it off into. Can I keep an eye on Seth? He's not dragging it off in the corner of bickering.
It's all of it in her pockets right now.
Stuffing a rat in it.
It's like the heaviest pockets in the world.
Okay, I think I will grab a bit of it, the sack, and just to someone else and try and drag it to our new abode. Come on.
To speed this up a bit, the bag would contain 200 pieces of gold, so it depends on how you divvy up.
Right, see what Orso's portion, right? I think we should half of whatever Orso gets should go to me for losing a treasured member, and then the other half can go to Felix because he was only in for half the dungeon. I think that's fair. I should get a tip.
But you still owe me for that peg. Remember.
No.
If you want
No,
to
no,
check,
no.
there's a box around here somewhere.
No.
The peg was 200 gold.
I still have the
Strange,
peg.
It should be split equally between us. We were all at risk, and we all worked hard. And then if people want to hand out extra gold from their own savings, then that would be up to them.
Damn these
It's
clerics.
I suppose
gonna be
you
that-
will get me out of that dungeon when you did not have to. And you have to make sure I get back alive, so I am happy with equal amounts each. And I promise, with a pour on my heart, I will not try and steal anything that is not mine from the group.
Maybe that's a vow we should all make. Should we all promise not to steal from each other?
I can't steal
Yeah.
anyway. Look at the size of my hands.
I
Ah,
agree.
but they're fluffy. They're soft, so you'd be really quiet at it.
Have you not heard me sneaking? I am not a quiet bunny.
I've never heard you steal anything though, which makes me think you're just really good at it.
Well, you'll never know.
Well,
You will
if
never
we,
know, Stephen.
if we all take, let's see, 30 gold, that will leave 20 because 6 is a hard number to do. So maybe a 20 is like a party fund, and then 30
What's
gold
this
each.
party fund you speak of?
In case we need sundries, drinks, expenses,
That makes
equipment.
sense.
Okay, but who would carry the party fund? Because I trust you more now. I'm trusting more than I did.
I would say that it's probably better giving the party fund to Livy. Livy's the only one that wouldn't backstab anybody here, to be honest.
Oh no, but I'm not very good at carrying that kind of thing. I don't.
To be honest,
Maybe
I
there's
also
a safe
didn't.
or somewhere safe we can keep it, and we can come back for it, and it means that we won't spend it unnecessarily.
Well,
Let's open up a trust fund.
It's 20 gold. So let's get to the barracks, split up the 30 each, and then we'll put 20 gold, I don't know, under someone's mattress. I mean, we're in for a penny and for a pound.
Do we
I think
do we want to leave gold somewhere? What if we don't come back? What if we need to?
Well,
Wait a minute. If you're leaving 30 gold elsewhere, like 30 gold just, are we leaving 30 gold just disappearing, or?
Well, I know you've all just met me and probably don't trust me, but in my briefcase, I can hold a numerous amount of things. It's like its own little pocket.
But you know, we can
place.
also all hold an extra 5 gold.
Yeah, it doesn't take up that much space.
Maybe we should take a leaf out of that Wolfwoods book, and we should have a contract together to help with the trust.
3 contracts going on already.
Yes, but if we take an extra 5 gold, someone's going to be light. 200 gold between 6.
You were saying about the door being the puzzle problem. I wasn't expecting this.
No one trusts anyone yet.
Just give you an uneven amount of gold and see what happens.
Okay, so how about this? New plan. How much gold is left over?
20.
20.
20 gold? Excellent. That goes behind the bar right now, and we all drink.
Why don't we put it in the also resurrection fund? But if we do find a way to bring him back, we might need money or gold or resources.
Either that or use it to buy supplies, like healing potions for everyone.
Exactly.
Just
Party
open
I
a,
can agree with
just
this.
have a supply of something that can, prevent death, maybe.
I agree with this, and whatever
Or
is left over, we put
if
behind the
we-
bar.
Or if we're still quite distrustful right now, I think if we split 33 gold each, that only leaves 2 gold left over, which we can then do as Star suggested and behind the bar. I mean, it won't feel like so much.
Mm-hmm. And then we can use our own money to fund our own healing supplies.
But this 2 gold. Actually, do I know that you don't drink? Moose doesn't drink, and then you drink water.
Break it down until it's silver. So we're down to like 2 cents,
Probably will.
2 copper.
Probably will.
Do I round this up so it's like...
Here we go, right? Here we go. Right? The 20, right? If we go back to the 20, the full 20, right? And everyone's obviously meant to get the extra 5. How about Star loses the extra 5 because he owes Sephi? Then his 5 can go to Sephi, as she paid for the armor.
I mean, the armor is worth more than 5 gold, though. So
Yeah, but at least it's a start. You could start writing notes or something. Tally it. 5 pieces to your fund that he now owes, and then he can resupply you with something else, some other form of item, maybe, or maybe he just loses all his gold pieces and they all go to Sephi anyway.
You know, 35 times 6 is 210, right?
Who said
Who's
we were
above
getting
it?
35?
where's this extra 10 gold coming from?
That's what I'm asking.
What's going on?
Are you on about separating this gold into everyone having 35?
Well, Felix said that we all got 30 if we split it evenly.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
that's
leaves
what I'm saying.
20.
Then you end up with
Then
20.
leaves a 20 spare over.
Yeah, between
And then if you were
six.
to separate that between 5 people, you would then end up with 4 gold.
Oh, okay. Well, Felix doesn't get the 5 then because he only made half the dungeon.
There is no 5. It would be
Well, why
4.
is there not 5?
And if it was 6, it would be 3.
You're
Oh, wait a
confusing
minute.
me. Start this again. Someone
Actually,
pull out
have
a
a minute.
blackboard. Someone pull out a blackboard. I don't understand.
Has anyone got an abacus?
Let's put it out on a bed and we'll count it out right now. And we'll just put it into piles.
I'll tell you what, Jinx. Your share is 20. Is it?
But what if I already added 30 to my inventory? Not me.
So you're stealing from us.
What if we do the 30 each and the leftover 20 goes towards the star's debt for the diamond?
That works.
There we go.
It's just no one trusts anyone with that 20 gold for some reason.
Hang on a moment.
I can't see what I'm put it behind the bar. That is much more fun.
Why is the debt for Star's diamond coming out of my pocket?
Coming out
Because
of all
you,
of our
because you find me
pockets.
so much.
Hey, guys,
Correct.
You're the one that read that contract.
Guys.
We're all kind of implicit in that.
guys,
I can't read. I'm not
Guys.
complicit.
guys, I've got this gem that's probably worth a bit. Maybe if we add that money to it, it might be more of a acceptable number to share.
Well, look what you've done, Jordan. You should split this evenly. Come on.
I'm doing this every time. This is the way forward. I need to buy half an hour. I give you an odd amount of gold.
Bring back the biscuit. Very fun.
Okay. I'll
accept this actually on the understanding that from this moment forth, I am, as per that contract, free from any and all assorted debts, considering there were only 2 people named on it and we only had to help. I've helped today.
It is 500 gold. Of course you can. Of course you
Yes,
can.
correct. Good luck.
I'm
And
at
it's
the moment.
480 now.
Shall we do as Felix suggested and go back to, I can't remember that name, but that Warforged that was asking us to test magical items?
Yeah,
And maybe we can get some more gold to even this out.
I've got planning vibes going here.
I need to see
Yeah.
him
Fuck no.
next. I need to return his wrench.
I just do not understand why it cannot just be put behind the bar and we all get drunk on it.
Because not all of us
That's a
drink.
waste of money.
But it's fair. But it's always fair.
I'm
But
okay
it's
with
not.
that.
Is it? I don't drink. Star.
Olivia doesn't drink either.
When the
I
fucking
don't know, water?
when the restaurant tab comes in and like 2 of you have saved money purposefully not to buy the expensive stuff, and 2 of you have bought a lobster, and you're like, "Well, I didn't buy this. I don't pay for that."
No, we split it evenly.
Okay. Will we go see this Warforged then?
Yes, it's I guess it is forward.
I'm enjoying this. Don't ruin it for me.
We're not planning anymore, we're haggling. That's stuff that's now.
The mystery
Typically,
box.
I'm like, divide by 6. That should be fine. I'll just put a number out and see what happens.
Because we all made characters who, like, are, vault hunters. They want some riches, they want stuff. But, there's a little bit of greed in there, a little bit of...
You're
You know
all
what?
here for good reason.
Star didn't openly make selfish choices out loud. Like, oh, let's just rob them if they die. Fuck them. Let's just do that. Melvin's made it very clear he's not in for anybody else. He's like, yeah, no, it's not my problem. It's not my issue. That's your problem. So it's like, I trust Livy, but Seffi's still, maybe.
To be fair, Star did talk in your head to make you try and attack a
Yeah,
a
exactly.
robot.
You have to slap a robot. There's, how much can you trust someone that just comes into your head and goes, you know what, smack that bitch.
To get you in trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Slap
love
that woman.
if you don't trust Seffi. Is it just because she wouldn't let you put a peg in her hair?
Well, no, you also just announced. Oh, by the way, I devour people sometimes when I get that little twitch. There's sometimes I can't control myself around blood. You can't exactly trust people that could devour you if you decide to bleed out a little bit, and you go. It's hard to trust them when they go.
Yeah. No.
No, but we have watched you just randomly devour something. It takes a lot to trust them.
Okay.
I have to
think
trust the bald one. I know him.
Felix would be new to this conversation if this was out loud. I think you know some wall climbing, but I think
I've seen wall
that was
climbing.
where it ended.
I've seen
So
feed it.
you saw her bite Rufio.
Well, that was just a bite, right?
Bite?
Oh,
Everybody bites. That's a totally normal fighting tactic.
I'm pretty sure Stars also cracked a joke or two around Felix as well without nonchalant. Just went, you know what? You eat people for a living. Fuck you.
I have done more than one, yes.
Inside jokes, man. That sometimes you just don't get them. Yeah, you eat people. Yeah, that's funny. Like, no, genuinely, she does that. Okay. Something to ponder on. You making your way into the quartermasters, so bargains. They would be behind the tavern, behind the countertop, fixating on a piece of metal, a bit of scrap. Ah, greetings. How are we doing?
I'm wondering if you could give me an offer on this fine specimen. I'm going to pull out the gem.
Oh, my, that is certainly a useful find. I would suggest... I could do 60 gold.
Oh, no. We could do at least 100.
I suppose you could, but I have maybe 70.
How about 85?
Seffi's just going to chip in from like over your shoulder. Before we make any deals, can you tell us what it is?
Well, you didn't ask. I mean,
asking now.
that was before you haggled on price. If I wouldn't argue myself out of a position, would I?
Never mind. I'll put back my pack then.
Damn. Thank you, though.
If you ever want to make a proper offer, you know where we are.
Well, I've never met you, but I will think of that. And they look round to two of the party. I believe I returned some items.
Yeah, I'll hand over the wrench.
Not for you, I see.
Yeah, I just couldn't get used to the size of it, to be honest. I appreciate the opportunity, but it was not for me.
No,
Damn
that
these
is fair.
things.
Don't worry. There are 2 more items, but I don't see the recipient of one of them.
Jink's going to slide forward and put the compass on the desk.
Well, thank you. This was not bequeathed to you, but I will take that as returning it. Thank you. Looks to you, Star, with the brand on your hand.
If I so wish for this pipe to be kept on my person, what would the deal be?
If you want to keep that permanent, you can work a deal.
More deals.
How about 45 gold?
And I'm going to put it on the counter and say, no, thank you.
No problem. Well, I will keep this if you decide to change your mind.
Greatly appreciate
You looked like you wanted it.
I do want it so badly, but I cannot do that money.
No problem.
Bargain. I was wondering if you have any items that may help my will help Jinx see in the dark. Maybe some goggles or anything. Maybe something to help us see.
If you give me some time, I may be able to source something, but I don't believe you guys are due for a mission, so I will source something before then. Come see me before leaving.
Lovely. Guys, do you think we should pay him to appraise this gem?
I mean, has he appraised it?
No, because we were haggling over it. We can just pay him to tell us what it is if you want. It's up to you guys.
Well, how much is it to appraise something normally?
Good question. I would take 5 gold.
Well, we've got 20 spare. Just saying.
There we go.
Not have 20 spare.
Yeah.
Only
Well,
because
slap
this
5 gold on.
this puts me out of a bargain, but this item is known as Hell's Whisper. This is a very powerful gemstone, harnessed by Hell herself. As for
Only
the properties, well, that was before you knew what it was.
And what does it do?
That has been quite a question for many a century. It has found owners, new and old, many a time. Some find it a curse, some find it a lucky charm.
Hurdy. Okay. Probably back in my briefcase then, I suppose.
There are, between you and me, there are those in Clockworld who would find that very useful.
Noted.
Pleasure. And like scratches the gold against the wooden surface into his palm. Anything else?
I think not.
Well, it has been my pleasure. I hope to see you again soon. Please come by before leaving. Good day.
Okay. Is it time to go to bed now?
I
wanna
would
see
like
our
to
new
go
wrist.
too, but also pub.
Gone a bit less Stephen Hawkins now.
So, just to be sure, we get how much each? 30 gold each?
30 each. We've got 15 spare. And it's not going behind the bar.
It could go behind the bar.
No, it's not going behind the bar.
I mean, technically, because we've got that 5 less now, it would work out to like 32 gold each, and then we just have a tiny bit left over.
Yep, that works for me. As though we
I
can't
can
trust
live
each
with
other.
I can
32.
live with this.
In fact, that's perfect. It would be 32 gold and 5 silver.
Sweet.
There are 6
Consider it divvied.
Yay.
It only took how long?
Not long enough.
Whatever you were thinking, added a 0 on the end.
Come on, guys. Let's go check out our new quarters.
Well, yeah, if you are to make your way to the below Blue's barracks into the living quarters, there is a winding set of staircase that leads down below the ground layer, which I can put you across. So as you go down winding stairs, it's about like what you can tell about 2 floors deep, but it's hard to tell given the light quickly fades, and it ends into a small round room, and at the front of it is a simple door frame, and there's a note like scribbled on the front, like pinned to the door, saying "Hope you enjoy more than the last guys," and the door would be unlocked, and you'd be able to open it up, and there's a very nice grandeur hallway to it. Hopefully that's poured you across.
No, this is interesting.
Hopefully it's lit. Yeah. But it's a bit dusty. There's a bit of cobwebs. It seems it's not seen use for quite a little while. But everything seems to be in good condition. Stones, the walls, etc.
Jinx. Where'd you go, Jinx?
Good lord.
Oh, where's a window?
Is there a window here?
Well, whichever room you decide, Ray, I would put a window in for you.
Thank you.
I do quite like this room here.
Yoink.
There are 7 rooms
Hey,
to choose from.
Lily, I've claimed this. Out, out.
I'm just trying to have a look around.
Hopefully, it should be on Explorer mode, so it will stay that. If you look in a room, it'll stay on your map, hopefully.
Okay.
It does. That's cool.
And that'll save you a bit of time, because this is home for a bit. Well, at least, it's not the beds against the outer wall, which some of you may need to reclaim your items that you left stored.
Moose, get out.
Alright, what one do I want to go to?
I've already claimed this, Moose.
Why have you pissed on the floor the words Felix? Oh, it's just yellow, it's fine.
I needed a pee at Moose's place. We had no bathroom.
I claim this nice big one.
I find it very strange that you've claimed a study room and not a bedroom.
There's a bed above.
A lot of them do have, 2 rooms to them, so like an entrance room or living room and a bedroom attached. But I have it marked down as 7 different rooms. None of them have. The tunnels are the toilets are communal. It's like a dorm, I guess.
Okay, so I am going to take on for.
As we all scour them out,
Mhm.
find what we can have first. This is what I should have really done. It's 200 gold and pick a room. Which one do you want first?
This one here suits me for sure.
Can't get rid of it.
Maybe you've got quite a nice space. We'll say if you want a skylight that could be put in for you above the bed, so it would be ideal for you.
I'll have this one up the kind of top left here. I don't think anyone's claimed that one yet.
Yeah, you could.
Let's have a one.
I agree with what Click's doing. Get them marked off. Put a little bit of text in there to claim them, I suppose.
How do you get rid of text if you've done it wrong?
Click on it and delete it.
Stop letting me-
Drag
stop giving
drag
me-
a
Sounds like a.
box over it.
I
drag
can't
a
see yours,
box
though.
like-
Oh, okay. Yours is tiny. That's why. Hang on.
It's like a little bit above.
I got it.
And you all don't have to write it in urine, apparently, so it's fine.
Blood.
Oh.
You go in Seppi's room for the first time in weeks, it's just like cobwebs and vampire aesthetic, and oh my god, what have you done in here?
Does she sleep on the ceiling? Like a bat upside down?
You don't know. There's always time. Oh, Tony, why is yours vertical? Oh, what are you doing to me?
I'm blowing on the door.
Okay. But there's also a communal meeting space as well at the end of the corridor. I can't promise this won't get destroyed by a dragon. I apologise in advance. Well, your caravan got destroyed by a dragon, right?
Not just any dragon. Bloody god.
He wasn't God. He was just a.
How's your room? Cozy?
Yeah, it's nice. It's yeah. Got a little nook for a bed. Got a little sofa.
So this is an upgrade to what we had, right? Or what you had.
Yes, very much so.
Much, much better.
It's good to know.
Are there individual locks on the doors?
There could be if you wanted.
Well, we're all so trusting. It's lovely.
The facilities aren't up to scratch, but if they are, they're keyholes in the door, and those of you who've claimed rooms would soon find in your pockets a key for said lock.
Hey,
So
if people
if
want
I
to jinx, come around and fuck out and find out. You know,
If-
fuck around and find out if you want to come and take from my room. Bash on.
If I fit a padlock to this toilet just for me, is that be acceptable with the gang?
Hell no.
I mean, it depends if you're okay with people pissing on your stuff when they can't find the toilet.
I thought the bedwetters was someone else. It's all bodily fluids at this lot, isn't it?
Kind of is.
Blood, urine, salt water. Is there food up here at all?
No, the entire space has again not been occupied for some time. So in terms of live provisions, it looks like it's been cleaned, so there's not rotten food everywhere, but there's just nothing usable really outside of the furniture.
I like this meeting room.
It's very nice.
So, where do we write this hex bomb? On the door or a poster? How are we going to announce it's ours?
Put it on the front door.
Nice, I like this. Well, some of you look a bit shaky. Should we have a nap?
A nap would be good.
Where's Jinx? Oh god, have we lost Jinx? Jinx!
What?
She's in the room.
Where the fuck are you?
My
Oh, hi,
fucking
Jinx.
room.
We're gonna have a nap.
A nap.
Yeah.
What's
Suppose.
not taken? 4. No. What's not been taken? 3. 3's not been taken. Okay.
Before everyone has a rest, or before I have a rest while everyone else is doing it, I want to go to the old room, grab everything I left there, and bring it down.
That's
very
fair.
important.
Quite a lot. Would it be a chest? I think it was quite a big thing, right, at the time?
Yeah, it was in a wardrobe.
Yep. Moving it. You can move your stuff across. You got places to put stuff in this room rather than just a little box at the bed.
Lovely.
And if you know, we're going all out this year. If you want to have a bit more customization to your rooms, let me know and I can tweak them out.
Sweet.
Because I'm a master of editing. Right.
Nice.
It won't involve AI. Shh.
I'm sure Moose will have some sort of trap system that when you walk in his door, you get hoisted to the ceiling on like a foot rope or something.
Come on,
Home
it's not
Alone
gonna
style.
Or some bear traps by the toilet. You know.
Well, what have you got? You've got 3 toilets. Even though 6 of you, there's plenty of space to not be
We're
interrupted.
going to have
Shall we say?
male and female toilets, and then blue people third.
Hey, one day you'll go in there and there's like a blue person already in there. It's not you. Hey, this is not for you.
Or male, female, and furry. There's 3 different distinctions.
You go in the third one, it's just a little box. Like, hang on a minute. That's not right.
That's it.
Well,
Okay, well, if everyone's okay, we're going to have a rest. Long rest.
Yes, I'm happy to do a long rest.
I think that would be absolutely fine. You guys are completely bodily wise out of sync from that of the real world, so this will take you, what would we say, 10, 11, drop another 8 hours, so 7 p.m. at night, something like that.
Nice. Oh.
Seems like you're all night people, really. Apart from Livy, who's absolutely a night person. And Sephi, I guess.
And I'm a cat, so I like 3 a.m. and just do the whole zoomies across the whole place.
You like stars, so yeah. Yeah, no, the group's good. It needs sunlight. Except Jinx.
Liv is very much enjoying the night sky through the skylight. Just laying on the bed, looking up at it.
So it's also sort of akin to a porthole. So it's not huge, but when the time is right and the sun casts in the right shade, the white light comes darting through and crosses across your face. And yeah, it's very comforting and sort of reminds you of homes partially.
It's also like the moon, isn't it? Like the moonlight coming through.
Yeah, yeah. So if you have bats and rats, no, that's fine. We're gonna stop making these jokes. I want to stop now.
Steffi is just in awe because this is like the nicest place she's ever stayed. So like, it's not quite sunken yet.
Yeah. For what was upgraded from a bed and a chest, you've got 2 rooms.
Exactly. It's massive.
Okay.
Did you say there was a spare bedroom? Because we use that for storage.
No one's used the far east. Yeah, eastern room. No, that's part of Livy's. This one over here. So a nook at the back.
Okay.
But hey ho, you never know who you might pick up or recruit, I guess.
Well, we can use that as a storeroom, surely.
You could.
Or a guest room. What do you think, Moose? This one. Oh, I'll close the door of the toilet. See if I won't go there.
No.
Give it
I
a
think
minute.
it's good that we've left the one near the toilet, so we can, if anyone does come, we don't like them. We can take the door off the toilet and then just.
Oh no, we're not one of those groups, are we? Jeez.
Not yet.
We do everything together, and we don't hold anything back. Removes doors from toilet.
I was just actually. Do you know what would be nice? I think if we put a door here instead.
Where?
I cannot see how you're cooking.
Instead of these 2 doors, you just had a door here that someone had an ensuite.
Nah.
But then there's fighting over who's gonna get the ensuite.
I died. I want it.
We can also put a door just here and you can all fuck off. I can have 2 rooms and a toilet. No,
this is like the money situation again.
If we get any guests or hostages or things we need to hide, like bodies, we've got a room here.
Based on currently is 2 people per toilet. We should be fine.
I have to share the bunny because she's big. She might block that thing.
Possibly.
Or does she do the little?
Toilet, I'm not taking the blame. I'm just putting.
Or does she do the little rabbit ones, the tiny little pellets?
I mean, fuck around and find out, I suppose.
That's a job for Star.
So take your long rests, count them off, mark them up. 7 o'clock in the evening. But we don't have an objective for the first time in, well, this week, I should think, actually, thinking about it.
Yeah, go team.
Should we tell was it Clementif, the Dragonborn lady? Was it her that gave us the objective with Cordis? Should we tell her that we found his band members?
Well, maybe Chemist would tell her. She seems to run the place.
Well, we should have seen if there was a reward there before we started moaning about money.
Maybe we go there now to check.
Yeah, why not?
Some more haggling.
Jinx, we're out. We're going off out.
Well, you need provisions because, like I said, your reserves don't include any sort of foods in here. So you got your rations, but if you want to stock up the pantry, so to speak, that's something you might have to do. Or just go to the pub every morning. That's fair too.
Oh.
It's like when you're staying somewhere for a few days and you have only found the Weatherspoon, so that's just where you go for breakfast every morning.
Yeah.
My trip to Butlins every year. Only one restaurant on site. Okay. I think I'll move you over to the right. to the overworld of Mondasius to head to Clementine's Chronicles,
Here we are.
if I'm not
Have a
mistaken.
little knock on the door.
You're just gonna walk in like someone else.
She will, if you're walking in, she will bump into you, expecting to answer the door as it was knocked upon. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I did. Oh, you're supposed to wait till I answer that one.
Yeah, sorry. And Seffi's just going to glare at Felix.
Like there at Star.
Manners cost nothing. Don't forget. Yeah, we're all friends here.
Yeah, he died recently. It's an affliction he's got.
Oh. Well, he's looking remarkably spry for a dead man.
Yeah, he made the deal with Clockworld like a hero that he is.
Oh. Well, I'm glad everything worked out. How are we doing? Who come to see me?
We just tell everyone else each other's business in yes now, do we?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, good. So this is Felix. He is a creepy uncle who likes to touch people inappropriately and call himself an uncle.
And he tries to steal things by putting them down
And
the
he
front
tries
of
to
his
steal
trousers.
things, put them in his trousers, and asks you to fish them out for him.
That sounds awful. Can I ask he leaves?
This is what nice, yes? Good. Good to feel so much.
We're not even in yet.
Neither am I. I'm doing some.
Can't believe a cat that eats people. Come on. Here comes
Well,
Mr. Sensible.
to help. So I've been recently visited by one of those missing warforged. It seems that you guys have done quite a remarkable job. I must applaud you.
Mm-hmm.
I was very, very pleased that though their friends were recovered. I mean, I do hear things, and I'm sorry for what you must have gone through to make this happen.
So how do we get paid for that? Is that through Cordis? Is that through you?
Oh, I'm certainly sure that our righteous leader chemist must have paid you.
Oh, that was included. Right.
What did you think?
I mean, we brought back some magical stuff for her, so I thought that might have been for that.
You did? What was it?
Mhm.
Out of curiosity.
A rope. She got really excited about that.
Don't suppose you could be more specific.
It was black. It hummed. Mm.
Is it a well of misery or something?
Well of sorrow?
That's the one.
You went, just to make absolutely sure we're on the same page, green, swirly waters. When you looked in, sort of, I don't know, moody apparition reflected against you.
Yeah, and then there were weird, like, hands in the water that were trying to push us down, and yep, that's the one.
Just give me a moment. And she goes through her bookshelves, and she's like rifling through, trying to find a very specific tome, going through. Looks over the shoulder as she pulls one from the top shelf. She turns around and presents a small bag with 30 gold in. That's from me. If I know, right? If I'm thinking what I'm actually thinking, so that was a handy little item that you managed to find. Strange, but I'm sure chemists had the right idea, taking it from you.
I don't know, I don't think any of us know much about magical stuff, so...
Oh, well, I don't want to ruin that illusion for you. But I will be so kind as to recompense. Cordis and his band were very happy to be reunited and sent a little letter their way, congratulating and thanking you all specifically. Cordis himself was quite happy not to be on the receiving end of an ooze, he mentioned.
Yeah.
Sounds like you've all had
Talk about the ooze.
a rough day. He did provide me this. There'll be a little letter provided, and she'll hand it out to whoever's available. But I'll link it in the thingy. Roll20, and from a simple glance, they look simply like song lyrics. He said he wrote these on your behalf, but he was very intent of having you receive them. Very, very much like he'd rather die than not have them sent to you.
That's bards for you, isn't it? They're all about their music, all about their art.
Based on my history, they're all about the money.
Just gonna look at Felix, like side-eye him.
Like money too, pirate.
And I admit it.
Just
Blue man?
because I'm having difficulties on Roll20, is that like sent to you guys properly?
Yes.
It did, yes.
You keep going about blue. I mean, people's skin colour shouldn't really be picked out all the time, should it, Cat?
What should not be picked at?
Well,
I'm sorry, I do not talk to
Sorry
people
if it's
often.
about
What do you
you.
think?
as much as I love having you all in my home, is there anything I can help you with?
Do you not have any tea for us?
I mean, the tavern's across the way.
And some rum?
Oh.
I don't have
Someone
enough
mentioned-
cutlery for friends, I'm afraid. I only have a couple of mugs.
Mugs work?
That's okay. Well, thank you so much. We'll go to the tavern.
I'm sorry, I'm not used to company. Maybe next time I'll buy some stuff.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Door closes behind you all. It's like that awkward slow close as well, when it's like a salesman or something. It's like, yeah, bye. Just getting quieter and quieter.
For a group of very charismatic characters, we're doing really well here.
Laughs in -1 charisma.
Laughs in monk.
Well, we got some additional gold. That's something.
Yes, five each.
Is it? I don't know if I did the math.
5 now, please. Thank you.
Just the number.
Yeah, six fives. 30.
I kind of hoped it wouldn't add up properly. Seems to be more entertaining.
You got to do odd numbers like 32 or something.
That's too
33.
cruel. That's not right. I can't do that. You have 11 gold. Good luck. Enjoy your prime number.
No, do 1 gold. Do 1 gold and watch us fight.
Does it
Or
sell?
5. 6 of us, right? Where are we going to next, gang?
Divvy up.
Are we going to go get some provisions? Are we going to get drunk? Not that I want to get drunk, but
I mean,
What are we
not
doing?
drunk, but like dinner would be nice.
Dinner is always
Hey.
very good. Yes.
and where do they serve food in this place?
I assume the tavern, maybe?
Yeah, it's kind of the only place we've found that serves anything.
Lead the way. Where is Jinx?
I'd be following you, I've just not moved on the map.
Okay.
It's very hard to move a token on the map.
You got a touchpad, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it sucks.
I'll start populating the map with places you're a bit more familiar with now.
Can't see Bedwetter's residence.
Yep, I'll do. But making your way in, you see, well, one of the mentioned group members, the Furbolg, who's very, very tall, maybe 6'11", quite well built, sort of covered in, it's a mix between gold and silver sort of plate armour, and just sort of exposed from the top, the head up. That's the only part of their like blue hueish skin that's not covered in full plate armour. And they're very sort of dubious as your entire group comes in and they're in there alone, just like, oh, trying to keep quiet and keep to myself.
Strange blue skin.
Ooh.
Just gonna like give him a nod, like that sort of passing in the street, but don't want to really acknowledge, just like a, head nod before sitting down.
Yeah, I can get that back, a little nod of recognition.
I think in contrast, when Livy goes past, she'll just...
Hiya! No. As you sit down and get comfortable, placed at your table, or you don't see what the sauce is, but it just sort of floats over from the bar for a tray filled with 4. No. Well, there should be 6, but I'm only counting 5 of you here. Jinx. No, 6. Yeah. 6 tankards filled, and this horrible raspy voice comes out from the ether. Hey up! Baba!
Oh. Thank you.
How much is it?
Yes.
In that case,
You're welcome.
It is excellent. It is 1 coin.
Keep it. Been told. First ones on the house.
I must say, they've gotten very much nicer than last time we saw them.
Can I get
Thanks.
water?
As you hear some footsteps walk back to the bar. It takes a moment as you hear a tap run and a tankard of water makes its way back to you. What?
Thank you.
But yeah, you still never see this person.
That rope must have been a really big deal. It's like we're getting treated so much better.
Well, that was the job, wasn't it? We find interesting things and then we get rewarded for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they've just given us a nicer bed. We're still in the same place. We're still coming to get our own food. Maybe the rope would have been nicer in our own pocket. Or maybe we could have sold it for a little bit more.
I guess. But I guess we all applied to this job knowing what it entailed.
I think next time, before we hand it over, we get it appraised. And then maybe we fight for a fair price.
Yeah. Do you know anyone who can do that?
Probably your man in the shop does it for 5 gold.
Yeah, but presumably, he wouldn't do something behind Chemis's back.
I mean, Clockworld is, what was that, like a few hours journey? Maybe we just spend the day. I'm sure there's a trader there.
So maybe that's something to consider on our next task. I, for one, didn't anticipate how difficult this was going to be so early on.
No. It's kind of got me thinking, what if we do meet an end like Orso? Does anyone let our next of kin know? Or do they think we've just left them?
Do you have next of kin to tell?
I do, yeah.
Do you want us to tell your next of kin if you do?
Yeah, I just, I wouldn't want them thinking I just abandoned them.
Maybe write an emergency letter that people can send or something. Well, it's
Yeah.
obviously if your existence is obviously in reach. I mean, me and Orso can't exactly communicate with anyone back home because ours is the Fae, so it's more difficult to tell anyone.
That does not mean that we will not try to go there if you were to meet an end. I mean, we're lucky that Felix came here, so we do not have to do that right now. But if you were to meet an end, we would at least try to go to the Fae, surely.
That's the whole reason me and Orso even signed up for this. So the only reason we wanted in was to just get back home.
It's a bit mysterious. You need to know exactly where to go. It's a big, confusing place.
Placed
I've been
the...
traveling for most of my life, and I understand.
While you're conversing, the Furbolg, who's just sort of been kept to themselves at the tavern, at the barkeep now, has come over with a bottle of firebrand whiskey, sort of giving a little nod to everyone, and returns back to the counter. It seems expensive stuff.
Ooh. I like this place. This is much better. I'm gonna start pouring shots.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna watch.
I'm gonna put a shot for every single person.
There's like a...
Okay, things are too nice now, and that's making me suspicious.
I think he's trying to get us drunk. Maybe he wants to steal our gold.
I have made an entire thing of not ever refusing a free drink. And if a free bottle, that is even better.
Why don't we just ask him why he bought us a bottle?
Ask away.
Excuse me.
Hello.
Lily's gonna like. Hi.
Sorry.
Thank you so much for this bottle of beverage, but why have you done so?
You I heard you said you lost people, and you know, it's not. It kind of sucks. I'm sorry.
That's so kind of you. That's so kind of you. But why don't you come and join us for a bit?
Well, I don't want to intrude.
I died. Do I get anything?
If this Furbolg turns out evil, Livy's the new fucking Izzy. Calling it now.
He makes a couple of steps over towards your table and stands sort of like. There's a severe lack of confidence that's emanating from this Furbolg as they're like looking around at all of you, and apart from Livy, most of you just sort of like, who the fuck's this rando or something. And do you want me to sit down? Or
Yes. Oh, what's your name?
I'm Yuka.
Yuka.
Yuka, yeah.
Are you in a team here, Yuka?
Yeah, with the other guys, you know, the well, apparently
The
we've got a
bedwetters?
name. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, we keep hearing people say that.
Yeah, it's a little bit upsetting, but you know,
Very strong name.
I guess
Oh, we heard that
that's.
was a nice thing because if someone actually booed.
I can't believe that conversation happened out loud. And there's a very blush, though despite their blue skin, there's a sort of auburn reddish hue on their cheeks as there's a semi blush on their face.
Oh, he's so cute.
Yes.
Was it you?
No, it wasn't me.
Insight check.
Wow.
They do not appear to be lying. 10 or 23. No,
Can I
but
just make pour a shot glass in front of them from the bar?
oh, this was meant for you. I mean, I don't mind.
Well, you bought the drinks, so you can come and at least have the first drink one with us. I'm going to pour them a glass.
Before you've finished pouring the contents, he takes the glass and quickly necks it. You can sense very much so that this is Dutch courage, and for him that's the best way to open up in this setting. And there's that burns a little.
And I knock mine back as well. I knock mine back as well as a cheers.
Can you do me a con save, please?
I can try.
Because this is strong. Meant for dwarven constitution.
13.
It's okay. It's fine. But for you managed to take it in your stride. But there's a spicy burn, like hot sauce that buries kind of like a light heartburn, and it's meant for a stronger palate, like dwarves and sort of hardy individuals. And you manage to just manage fine.
I've still got dead on my name, by the way, Jordan.
You are dead. What? Where?
It says dead in my name. I don't know how.
I never put dead anywhere.
Yeah, at the bottom.
What?
What?
Where? I don't know what you're talking about. Where are you showing me this?
Underneath
This is-
150%.
Oh.
I don't
Well,
know the order of
that's
that.
it. You're a zombie now. That's something on your character sheet.
Advantage on saving throws, yeah.
Just
this is
give some health packs.
It's very good. This is
Oh my
very-
god, he's a zombie.
Very good stuff. I'm very happy.
I don't know how you fix that, to be honest, because that's a D&D Beyond thing. I don't know.
I have no damn clue.
I'm happy with that.
For next time.
No, keep it. It helps me keep track. Well, you've all well, you seem to have got the attention of the higher ups round here, and well, rightly so. You supposedly came across a vault.
Mm-hmm.
All I can hear is how well you guys have done, and how well spoken of you are.
Are you sure?
Have you
There was
come
still a
across
segment
Georgia?
of what we never got into, wasn't there?
I'm glad everyone talked at once.
No.
I didn't hear what anyone said because it was all just.
It was perfect.
Help me.
Is that what the creature's
I
saying?
don't know who was speaking.
Inside his head. So, yeah.
If no one else is going to speak, then I'll Liv will just ask. Have you been to any vaults yet? Have you and your team Or back anything?
No, well, we've not been so lucky for a vault or anything, but well, on the first day we fought a Medusa, and that was quite nice. Well, it was okay. We managed fine, thank the gods. And the second day, we ended up with like quite a nice gem, but they weren't too impressed with that. It seems kind of, if you don't have too much to show for things, they see you in a bad eye. This time, though, we can still prove ourselves.
What happens if you don't?
I assume maybe you're kicked out if you're not useful.
Just the way you said that there sounded a little bit worse.
So bedwetters kick people out of their party?
No. I mean Mondassia. If you
Okay.
can't prove your worth, they don't really respect you enough to stay here. There was the train, and then now there's adventures and the aspects of vaults being a thing. You really have to pull your weight.
Well, sure you'll get there one day. And she gives him probably a slightly patronizing pat on the shoulder.
Yep, that came across. Thanks.
That's the spirit.
I hope the gods treat you favourably. He goes to put an arm on your shoulder, and as soon as it touches your back, he retracts it very quickly. Ooh, that was weird.
What was weird?
No, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Seriously, we're not inciting. Cool.
Nope. Nope.
Well, thank you. I don't want to. It seems you're all being very quiet around me, and I realise I'm probably intruding, so I'm gonna just step away. Okay. You all have a good night.
Before you go, can you tell us more about the other team?
Well,
Anything we should know about them? Anything interesting?
none of them wet the bed. I promise you.
No, I mean. Oh, I believe you. Even though I got to, yeah. No, I mean, what's their names? What are their skills? Anything useful? Maybe we could join forces one day and make some real coin.
Do me a persuasion.
Okie dokie. Persuasion.
Felix is trying to abandon us.
14.
We've got space. No. Well, I mean, I'm the sort of healer at the moment. I'm a paladin. Yeah, we have Barbas. He's our strongman. Lil Darnie. She's a little tiefling girl, but she's really good with magic. Tux. She can turn into animals. She's really cool. And Obadiah. He's a little grumpy. I think he's a gnome.
You think?
I think he's in though.
Well, he looks towards you, Sephi. Feels different.
What do you mean?
Just not. I'm saying too much. Not right.
That's a little bit offensive.
Sorry.
Is there a reason you're looking at me as you're saying?
No.
Because I'm
She,
feeling a bit attacked right now.
He looks up to the ceiling really quickly. No. No, sorry.
Insight check the hell out of that one.
I will contest.
That's
Nice.
another 10. I can't read people at all.
As Yuka averts his gaze to the ceiling, you can't quite detect any inflictions or changes, but, you know, obviously it's just unusual that you've been addressed in such a way and compared to this other person. Sorry, I won't. It's me being rude. Sorry.
When was the last
You're
time
on.
you saw this gnome eat?
Yesterday, I suppose. He had breakfast this morning, even.
What was it? Did it
I
run around?
I think it was eggs. It wasn't live.
Running?
It might have been runny, but not the running kind I think you're implying.
No. I just want to talk about it. You seem really... 2, 3 eggs?
I think I'm saying too much now. What?
In fact, we're all working
Are
together.
you- Are you okay?
Well, you seemed really, like, off-put, and I just wanted to, you know...
No, just,
chill
you
out.
know, everyone's different, and I respect that.
Mhm.
Do you seem to think that we're in some kind of competition with each other? We're all working for the same people, surely. It's good to share.
I don't think there's a competition, but then, you know, I can't.
So why won't you share?
They're not my secrets to tell, so to speak. I wouldn't betray
they're
someone's trust like that.
secrets. Are they hiding secrets from us? So that's not very part of the...
I
That's
mean,
not very good,
everyone
is it?
has
Come on.
secrets.
But we all work
I'm sure.
together. Wow. Well, so basically your groups have a lot of untrustworthy people that have secrets from everyone else. That's good to know in a fight when it comes to a pinch.
I'm not going to tell you otherwise. You can think what you like.
Well, that's what you just said, didn't you? They've all got strange, dark secrets.
No, I said everyone had
We
secrets.
don't secrets in our group. We don't know
Yeah, but-
secrets from each other, do we, anyone?
We have no secrets, yet you won't share about your party. I mean, if we all get into a fight, I mean, really, how can we trust your team with all these secrets?
Do me a deception, because I'm inciting you.
Can I get advantage because I'm helping?
No, this will be individual. You could do one as well, I suppose.
I can definitely do one. Thank you.
14. You did say persuasion, didn't you?
On my part.
I said deception because you're lying.
Oh, deception.
You do have secrets. It's probably might be the same, but
It's the same plus.
yeah. So as Yuka looks at the pair of you, like sort of interrogating him, his eyes furrow and very much like the pupils narrow, focusing on both of you. But he doesn't say anything more, and just no, like.
Wow.
If you want to speak to them, obviously you can. But, you know, what we talk about here, I'm not going to, you know, spill to everyone I meet.
So we come here, offer our hands in friendship, and you just snap it away. That's really nice to know.
To be fair, though, they did offer their hand in friendship first by buying
Did?
whiskey.
But they won't, you know, be a team. They're all individuals and all about themselves. I mean, how preposterous.
I will say,
Can I be an individual own myself?
we're all our team are still here.
Oh, shit.
So is ours?
I'm sorry, what was that?
I've said too much.
You're fucking right, you have. You need to go.
Jinx, did you hear that?
Clearly not.
No, I did.
Jinx, I think
Jinx wasn't even paying attention to the fucker until that was said, and it's like they look up on the table like, what?
Thanks.
Are
Sorry,
you taking
no.
the Mickey out of her dead brother? That he died heroically?
I apologise. I was stressed. You were interrogating me, and I've never even seen you till today.
It's not interrogation. We were having a friendly chat, and then you bring up her dead brother. I mean, how
He
could you?
didn't feel friendly
What
to
kind
me.
of team are you? Oh, I'm sorry.
Again-
You have strange feelings to the rest of us.
You're passively aggressive too much. I'm sorry.
Oh, and you're not mentioning my friend's dead brother. You're not passive aggressive at all. What, Kettle?
Yeah, I would like to point out
sorry.
that this started with you touching my friend there, making a weird comment, and then saying that it feels wrong. And now you've just taken the piss out of the fact that someone's died. Don't be blaming this on us.
And you tried to get everyone drunk, probably to find out what we had to know about us. Wow.
Focus on you. We do not get drunk. We are very hardy individuals.
I didn't mean for all this to come across.
For a cleric to take the mickey out of someone who's died very recent. You should be
Who's a
ashamed of
cleric?
yourself.
Pardon.
Who's a cleric?
Cleric and paladin, all the same. Both the same, holy weirdos.
Whoa.
Cover Livy's ears.
I mean, a paladin's even worse. Aren't they supposed to uphold, virtues and stuff? This is not virtuous behavior.
It's not.
Well, we sort of painting us with the same brush a little bit.
I think you should leave the table
Okay.
before this bottle beats the back of your head.
Okay. And he steps up and takes a step back. And bows quite low as well. I apologise if I've offended. I'm going to leave. And does so.
You offended. Well, we need to fuck those guys up.
Jinx, who's
Shame.
across,
Right
but
up
is
until-
outside the tavern. There you go.
Right up until he said those things, I thought he was really lovely.
He was so nice.
Apparently
He
not.
loves his whiskey, which is delicious.
Well, I don't think we were acting that honourably ourselves, though. He
Talking
shouldn't have
about-
said what he said. It's we were
He
pushing
called-
him as well.
He called
I
Sephi
didn't
a
say
bit
shit.
odd.
Wrong, actually, was
Wrong.
the phrase he used. It
He
wasn't
looked-
even just odd.
With his paladin eyes, he looked down on her. He mocked Orso's death. What an absolute cockwaffle.
He shouldn't have said what he said, and he was wrong for that. And he should apologise, and he should apologise specifically to yourself and Jinx, Felix. But we were pushing him as well. I don't think any of them have done anything wrong to us. We're
What
just
question did I
in the
ask?
same job.
What did I ask which was wrong? We just wanted to see their capability so we can join forces. I was not rude. I just asked what they could do. And that shit stain defiled Orso's death.
To be fair, he did make some. He may just be awkward, but he also made some very off-color comments that we cannot abide by if we want any respect as a team.
Not to mention, he dropped a giant hint that one of his friends may be able to talk to Sephi regarding her condition. So, and all we were trying to do is just establish how strongly that hint may be,
And
because it may be useful for both of them to know that someone is there the same.
it is also
Just to
very good that
understand-
we have. Go.
No, you go.
I was going to say, it is also very good that we establish that there is no secrets in this team, so that way they cannot try and divide us.
That was a good thing to say, yes.
We have no secrets, do we?
No, not at all. That's all
Yeah,
I
this
said. None at all.
Libby will definitely climb up and lean back.
Hey, there can't be secrets if you haven't asked the right question. If nobody's asked, you don't need to tell.
I mean, what's the
Exactly.
difference between a secret and just something you haven't told people? You don't tell people every single detail of your life, every single thing you've done. That's just too much.
Exactly.
Again,
Exactly.
nobody asked if Orso's name was really Orso. That's why he just continued to be Orso. His name's Winks. But,
Mm.
you know, it's not a secret. Just nobody asked. Nobody questioned it.
Oh yes, you did mention that once. You did call him Winks in front of us. I just assumed it was a cute nickname.
No, it was his birth name.
Oh, that is sad.
I can
never
see
call him
why
that
you
before he
dislike
died.
these bedwetters. I can see why you dislike them.
So is Jinx your birth name?
Yes.
And how many brothers and sisters did you have?
Maybe
You can't
15?
count the high. You can't count the high, can you, Jinx?
No, probably not.
Doesn't have enough toes and
I'm
fingers.
kind of curious. Were they like not to be offensive, but were they called like A inks and B inks and
Yes.
C inks?
Yeah,
He's worked it out.
That's so much easier.
You can never run out of names. Just added little letters. Right? Just swap the letters.
Surely 26 you could then went out, but okay.
You know, I don't think she used all the letters. But then again, I can't read. So maybe
Okay.
she did.
Okay.
Yeah, well, once you got past 26 of A inks, B inks, you would then put A at the end, wouldn't you? You'd end up with A inks, B inks, and you just start again until you run out of that, and then it's a B at the end. And good luck pronouncing that.
Yeah. There's a lot.
If you want a fun fact, just because I can't write in common doesn't mean I can't write at all. I actually am very proficient in Celestial. I can read it, write it, speak it.
Swear in it.
Can you compose poetry
Yeah.
in it? Can you do poetry in it?
Probably.
Anyway, Lily, what were you going to say earlier?
Just how common is that language? How many people can do that?
How many people could do what?
Read and write in that language that's...
What, in Celestial?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I know I can do it.
I can.
Livy, I wanted to ask you, what were you going to say earlier when I cut you off there? I do apologise for that.
No. I was just going to. Well, I wondered why we couldn't just simply ask. Could the person who we think might be able to help Sevi, could they not talk to each other?
Yeah, we were going to until he looked at our friend here, Sephi, and said, odd.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Worse.
Sorry, I keep saying wrong. It's so horrible, I can't even say it myself.
No, I know that, and again, that was very rude. That was very rude of a paladin. But then we started talking about eggs for some reason, and it just confused me.
We had a conversation about eggs.
Kind of.
Eggs?
Yeah.
I think these two were trying to not so subtly figure out this gnome's diet.
I thought it was really subtle.
You were, weren't
I
you?
bet you did.
If you did meet someone quite similar to yourself, would you know?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if there's anything about me that I don't know. I don't know how you would tell.
Well, are you... I'm going to poke Seth in the face. Are you, like, cold to the touch? Like, this... How this works? Like...
Did you have to poke me?
Well, are you cold? Would Sephi be cold to the touch?
Would Sephi be cold?
Well,
That seems like a question for the DM.
Wow, fuck you. You tell me. That's.
How did
I
you
will
wear
come back with an
worms
answer.
in this world?
I will come back with an answer.
You know, not that I'm up for... Well, I mean, I say that. I'm definitely up for invading someone's personal space to figure it out. But...
I mean, like, I still... you know, I'm still okay in sunlight. You know, it doesn't hurt me or anything.
Well, I
I'm
wasn't going
still,
to discriminate like that. I
I
just
can
mean,
still eat. You know, I'm basically the same as I was, other than like now I can climb walls and ceilings, and sometimes I get certain urges.
like a bat.
Not fly
To
Damn.
or
answer a
see in the
question,
dark.
it would be cold.
Aha.
Mm.
I mean, I was always quite cold before anyway. Like, there's not much meat on my bones, so I've just got really bad circulation.
Just so theoretical, if you were to lose control and eat people, could you stop yourself once you've filled up, as it were, or would you have to carry on?
I wouldn't want to test that. That's like kind of the exact opposite thing I want to do. I want to find out how to stop this
course.
because I don't want to be a risk to people that I love.
Well,
That's
I'm
the
not
other
sure I
question.
was-
If you stop drinking, are we still on the scientific experiment of you not being able to go without water? Or have you been drinking?
We haven't
Oh, well,
been.
in your hand.
I think the deal was if we were in a situation where water was scarce, I would try that, but I don't think we've been in that situation yet.
She did have some tea.
Yeah, I had some tea. I've had a few sips of ale.
Yeah. But Sephi, if we could help, obviously we will help you find the information you need to know about your condition.
I just need to either undo it or control it enough where I might not accidentally hurt somebody that I don't want to hurt. That's my only goals here.
I'm sure I speak for everyone when I say we will all help you in this.
Thank
So
you.
I have done some thinking last night as well as we were doing our rest, and I just want to thank everyone for what they did for me yesterday in terms of keeping me safe. I feel like it might also be useful for us all to give one secret about ourselves, or one thing about ourselves we are willing to share. Obviously, Steffi, you said your thing. I am happy to go next, and I think it just might be help us to get to know each other. I'm not used to this. Okay, I'm still getting used to trusting these people, but you all been helping me quite a lot. I was quite young, and I stowed away on a ship called the SS Odyssey, where I got taken in by the Captain Thresh. He could have killed me, but he decided to let me stay on the boat as a hand. And I am on this quest right now because the ship got attacked, and I'm trying to get some money to help him repair it. Just in case anyone else wants to say, you know, how well do you know your friend Star? You now know this about me.
Interesting.
Thank you.
Well,
Sephi, you cannot be the only one who gives out your history or your what is going on in your life. That puts you at this key disadvantage, which I do not want to see that you're in.
That's fair.
wow.
No, this is
Caring is sharing. Well, I suppose you need to know about me, I suppose. I got thrown out of a school. They would call me a little bit shady. I like to go around...
Filing away with creepy uncle. Uh-huh.
I have... to make a living, I kind of went from village to village selling trinkets and potions that may not have been exactly what I said they were. Some people say like a snake oil salesman type thing, whatever that means, but yeah. Let's just say I can sell things if I need to. Maybe not honestly.
That works for me. In fact, that is more effective in my opinion.
Yeah, it works.
The less honest one is usually the winner in negotiations.
Nice. And I hate those fucking bedwetters.
Oh, they are twats. They are absolute twats. Would anyone else like to go?
Wait for everyone else.
To expose anything. Hold on, let me read my backstory before I come out with anything. Hold on.
Well, knowing Jinx, it'd probably be something like you had a crush on a boy and you probably broke his arm or something. Because you're so innocent.
And,
You beat him up thinking he would like you and you ended up hurting him or something.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really anything I can really expose that's not. I don't have any other things I would be hiding. I mean, again, I was kicked out of the circus, and I don't know why. It's really the only thing that I've kind of got. That's about as mysterious as I get. I was removed from the circus, and I don't know why. Hey-oh. So, yeah. That's all I can really share. I don't have any dark secrets or lingering things anyone should be concerned about or anything bad coming to bite me in the arse later on. It's just a case of I was removed from the circus that goes around the Fae and pops up wherever it pleases, and that's about the end of me. I fight people. I show off my muscles. It's about, it's just about that's about it. I'm an open book.
You do rage and turn into that beast. It's a bit scary.
Oh yeah, but I wouldn't say it's anything to be worried about.
Ah, not for us anyway. For them, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, look across the table at the other two.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else caring to share something? As we're all being honest.
Livy's going to look to me.
See.
Just gonna like get comfy in the chair, settle in, just
Or
kind of
another
look
drink.
at the
Just pour
another
more and
drink.
more shot of whiskey in front of her before she drinks any of them.
As this awkward pause comes,
Oh, well,
there's a very sudden smash of glass against the exterior of the tavern to the north of you guys, and you hear someone shouting in the street, "Who the fuck upset our fireball?"
Jinx would put her hands on the table and stand up. Now this sounds like fun.
This does sound like something interesting for us all.
Jinx, ignore him for the minute. Let him come to us. Let's not go to his level.
Yeah, we don't need to fight in the street like savages.
Speak for yourself. I love this.
And we didn't need
No,
to,
let-
not we wouldn't.
Let him come to us. Let's have the power move here and just stay here. Ignore it. Like we don't care.
Another
Okay, I'll
bottle
wait, and then she's
smashes.
gonna stand up and push her chair in. She's gonna push the chair and then she's gonna lean against the wall and cross her arms and just wait. Anytime now. Anytime.
Any minute.
Come on
Right,
here, you
Lizzie,
yellow
I'm
belly!
loose.
Invisible thing that lives in the pub, someone's throwing stuff at it.
That sounds like a you problem!
Your pub? Huh?
Not my pub.
It's not our fault.
Does that mean we get to smash the bottles?
Jinx, why don't you open the door, tell him to fuck off and come back and sit down.
That sounds like no fun.
Well, if he follows in, you can beat him up. She's off.
I'll try it. Hold on. Hold on. Almost there. Hold on. Who's out here?
Why does it sound like you're lifting weights and you're just moving stuff up onto a pad on a laptop?
I hate laptop. I really do.
No. Yeah. Making your steps outside, there is this maybe 3 foot, 4 foot tall gnome who's got this very elaborate black cape on, sort of black, maybe again plate armor, you're not quite sure. Pink, very vibrant pink, pointed beard, mustache, hair, like it was a very loud combination of colours. One of you upset our paladin.
I'm going to do as I'm told. Now fuck off. And I'm going to step back in and shut the
I
door.
will not fuck off.
And I'm going to wait at the door.
And the door
I'm gonna
closes.
wait at the door.
If you... Well, there's no response against the door. You hear some like rocks being kicked up against the exterior of it, but nothing, not so much as like opening it or like barging their way in or anything like that.
That's what I'm going
Out
to ask Felix for permission. Now, can I do something else, or do I have to just rely on fuck off?
I
No.
would like to also do something to this then.
Jinx, whatever you want to do, I'll back you up.
Right. Opens the door.
Okay, start.
Mm-hmm.
Our battle
Just
will
give
be
it all
Doing
glorious.
this then.
I'm sure it will, Short Fry. I'm really sure it fucking will.
Zipp's gonna step out beside them and just like crack her knuckles while she does.
Can I have my
Why?
clothes eyes ready to look into the things?
What did Yuka do to upset you?
He told us that you were like a weirdo. And we
He said you were wrong, and he mocked us for losing a party member and family member.
Well, sort of long
Oh,
pause.
indeed.
He didn't tell me that, but I'm here anyway.
Then I'll say it again, but a little louder for you. Fuck off!
I'm kind of here now, and I demand a duel.
Oh, sure, we can
You
do
Okay.
demand shittle. Now, fuck off.
Sephi, give me one of your gloves. Sephi, hand me a glove. Give me one of your gloves.
Okay, you can have the ice one here.
Thank you. I'm not even going to put it on. I'm going to walk up to this gnome and
Oh,
slap him across the face.
Nice.
Homer Simpson time.
I would consider that. Yeah, I guess it's one else strike. I'm trying to think if there's a cold damage applied to that. But as you strike it across their face, there's very much ice or frost build up from the blue glove that Sephi's handed you across the face. It stays there, and he's just sort of. Well, I'm glad we got that resolved. You and me, let's go. And it's very much that thing where, like, he's trying to do chin to chin, but you're twice his height, and he's just sort of, like, looking up at this guy. Oh, you think because you're better than me, you're bigger than me? Wait,
I think she
other way around.
Yeah, do you mean you?
Shut up!
I mean, we think she's both right now, to be fair.
I am here on my friend's honor!
Friend has no honor.
I had a roll, was rolling.
I'm just looking at him. I want to see if he looks really, really pale.
I wouldn't say pale, but they are maybe gaunt.
Nice.
I haven't come here to fight everyone. Let's not be silly, not be harsh. I just wanted a duel.
You came to us and you challenged us to a fight. We didn't have the terms at that point.
Yes, and that was before
You came alone.
6 of you walked out.
Well, that's the problem, then, isn't it?
I was told
what's gonna happen.
one of you was here.
Then your companion is lying to you and they have left you to die, so you can be here or you can walk away.
I was going to bring this. Your friend has just sent you to fight a squad of 6 because he's upset.
And
So-
he said you were
Well,
at the
Your
bed.
friend's fragile ego has now
Well-
led you to duel 6 of us.
Well, he didn't quite send me. I offered.
You just. He offered you to fight 6 of us.
When your friend is upset, you go and speak to the person who upset them.
And your friend did not come with you?
They're
And
upset.
your term of speaking was smashing bottles and kicking rocks.
I wasn't going to go inside. Sinclair would have fucked me up.
I mean, I'm amazed he didn't, considering you're throwing bottles at his establishment.
His rules were
I see.
don't shit where you eat, and technically outside is not where I eat.
Hey, little guy, you say if your friend's upset, you go defend their honour. Your friend insulted our family.
And our
First.
fallen comrade.
Well, let's
So
have
should we
at
go
it.
fuck him up?
Well, this is appropriate. This is why there should be a duel.
Perfect
Okay,
response.
meet me down in the
That's
fighting
one.
ring.
Thank you so much.
Come to the fighting ring. Come on. I'll do you right now. Come with me. Come on. Come with me.
I
Sure.
think there should be 6 against 1 right now. I think there should be 6 against 1.
I'm not marching this token all the way to those stairs, Jordan. I'm telling you that now. I'm no dragon man.
I want to hear the noises.
Are you coming with me? Come on, move your legs.
Oh, for God's sake. Let me do it.
Yeah,
Oh, God. Google.
As I drag
Hold
your
on, I need
asses
to
down.
zoom.
Don't like this.
Livy, remember to give us some advantage on initiative before we get in.
Yes, I will. I will pat Jinx's soldier like a good luck and do the vigilante's blessing. But I 1-on-1 is fair, not 6-on-1.
Yeah,
Davey,
before-
it is unfortunate that he challenged us first. He set the rules of all of
Before
us in this
Jinx
team.
went
No,
through the door downstairs, I'm going to give her some bardic inspiration as well. Just some encouragement.
Sure.
Come on, you can do this. Fuck the little shit up.
Oh, wait a minute, fighting
And
maps.
it's pitch black in here.
Yeah,
It's because it's
fighting maps.
Orso's token that's already in this room.
Oh,
Oh, don't. I'm back.
Now I'm crying.
No!
Everywhere also has been. We'll have this.
Do
one.
it for Orso. Do it for Orso. Star,
Yes.
may I suggest you stay by the door in case anyone else wants to come in?
Oh, I'm more happy to do that, yes.
Nice.
You block off as well fully.
Yeah, consider yourself
lock the
with
door.
all. I'd say no. I'd say if you were to try, it would be rejected. Like your hand, like trying to fiddle with the lock. There'd be a feedback, like a lightning shock to yourself.
Okay then.
Closing it, it's fine. Yeah, the gnomish creature just lifts the rope above his head, clearly not even tall enough for it to reach. Gets in the corner. Okay, we're doing this.
You don't sound too confident.
I'm fine. It's intimidating when there's 6 of you.
only one person in the ring, though. Look, the rest of us are outside.
Unlike your friends, we will give our support.
Are we fighting or what? Well,
You've got a chance now to back out if you want, little man. Before she hurts you.
pulls his sword.
We won't think any less of you.
He pulls his sword from his scabbard, and it's quite big. It's like longer than he actually is, and there's like skull and bone sort of embodiment across the heft of it and the blade, which is jagged and sharp. Looks quite nice, really.
You want to fight with weapons, do you?
Yes,
Wow, what a chicken.
it's a duel.
Okay,
What a chicken.
no problem.
What do you duel
And she's
with?
going to pull out her great axe from behind her and then flip the axe timidly, like Reinhardt. Just
You
flip
get
this axe.
a
like,
coin. You get a coin. You flip it, and the one who wins gets to pick what weapons to use. Have you not done a duel before?
It is normally the,
That was done with
the
pistols.
One who is the duel is against.
That's not
Sorry.
pistols. You
And-
can use pistols, hand to hand, swords, knives, whips, carrots. You're an amateur at this, aren't you?
Can I get initiative? if you're going to have a little shuffle, I say you've got your bardic and your advantage.
I'll just use the advantage and I'll keep my bardic for something else. I know it can be damage. I know that. I know this now. It's not damage. It's not for damage.
Depends what kind of bard it is. Yeah. I think eloquence or lore. I don't know if it's damage.
No,
I think it's like saves.
No, I will check that. But you can use it as a regular bard as well, I believe. Bardic inspiration, inspiration.
There's not many that allow it
Ability check,
for
attack roll.
damage.
Ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Yeah,
Right. That's
pretty
fine.
standard. But he's in the corner of you, and you looking quite intense and maybe twice his size, at least width-wise, especially. You have initiative.
Yeah, let's just move on. I'm using my keyboard now. Fuck this shit. There we are.
But it does.
I shall do the whack. I won't rage. I might not. I might. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, do it.
Will I rage him a little bit? Yeah, let's go on then. Let's
Honestly,
rage, shall we?
Were rabbit. Were rabbit, come on.
Bring out the were-rabbit. Now let's see how scared he
You
gets.
insulted us for losing your brother. You've got to rage.
Yeah. Okay, we'll rage
But
first then.
also.
Well, he didn't.
We'll see if he pulls out after that.
Someone rude to the party. So easy.
Yep.
Yeah, do me a swing.
Mm-hmm. Oh dear.
Oh dear. What's
Should we
going
add the
on
bardic
there?
onto that?
You've got advantage because you're raging, right?
That's if I
Oh, no,
direct.
no, I'm thinking reckless.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's not quite.
We could write.
I mean, after the fact is a bit cheaty. You have to decide before the roll.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I could just do that whenever.
Every single time.
Yeah, it's
I
fine.
reckon so much.
He, so yeah, your great axe classes in the ground beneath him, and he steps back. He barely has to move. You've overshot the swing. Oh, thank God! I thought it was going to hit me. Right. Sword in one hand, hand to the other, like pointing at you. I need you to make me a wisdom save, please.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's
what
is
a cheat.
applicable to bardic.
Is there a point in adding a bardic onto that?
I ain't gonna tell you.
Well, definitely not. I'm aware of DCs and I don't know something again.
I ain't gonna tell you nothing. But you are locked and frozen in place with the hold person spell. You can't move a muscle. Comes around to your turn. I just need to double check. That must be at the end of your thing, probably. Yeah, you can't do anything other than at the end of your turn make another wisdom save to break free.
I upgraded.
Yeah, unable to retaliate, he readies his blade. Oh, that worked! And goes for a attack. I need to remember if this is at advantage, probably. Let me double check what the thing means, because I wasn't expecting you to actually be cool. Yeah, paralyzed.
I'm a barbarian. What wisdom do you think I owned?
It's funny when it's come from you when Dan whole last campaign was like, fuck wisdom! So the first attack is a 17.
Yeah.
And the second is a 17 as well.
Yeah.
He rolls his sword, which I'm just going to combine these together because you're going to half them anyway. Sure.
How focus did he use if he's got a sword?
Jesus fucking Christ.
So the 8
Good
and
thing
the
that's
7
happened.
is the 8 and the 7 is necrotic, So I don't know if you'll mitigate that, but the rest you would. So 15 plus
Nope.
8, 23, so down to 11. 11 plus 19, 26. Should be.
26? Jesus.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Both swings
What the
cut
fuck?
cold against your body, and you can't retaliate to defend yourself. And he seems very impressed that he's either luck is holding, or he's getting hits in, or whatever's going on, but he's quietly confident. Your turn. All you can do is make another wisdom save.
That's better.
That is better. Yeah, you'll shake free the effect. As you find your limbs and the numbness subsides again. Well, okay. He looks back at you, and his eyes go pure pearl white, and there's a bit of smoke effervescing through the ends of his sort of whiskered eyebrows as he stares deathly into you. And I need another wisdom save, please. You feel your body seizing up for a moment once more, similar to before, but this you manage to shake off the effects, his glare like faltering, and he looks away. Well, asking for 2 wasn't enough. And he goes for, because that was a bonus action, he will go for... Oh, lovely. His sword will glow heat red, and this beam of red firish energy will burst from the end of it, and I will need you to make me a dex save as his action. And you probably have advantage at that.
Yes, I do.
If you, yeah.
Plus a D4 if you need it.
I don't know why it's showing up twice. I don't know what it's
You
doing.
got some weird
but
like
twice
build
seems to
20
be
thingy.
I have no idea.
But you managed to dodge the majority of it, but it feels like a fireball almost scorching past you as it cuts a little bit to the side of you, and you will take half of that. So 9 points of fire damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
Places the sword like in the ground in front of you. Well, that went better than I thought. Does she need help?
Yeah, Livy's going to cast Cure Wounds on Jinx and bring her back up.
I didn't think magic was allowed in fighting rings, you cheat.
That sounds like very much like cheating, you know.
This is a duel.
No, we're in the fighting pit. There is rules.
No.
Pit,
I was invited to the fighting pit. I wanted a duel. I want fair and square.
You called us out first.
You're
first.
a cheat.
Excuse me. Let's set the rules.
You're such a cheat. Disgraceful.
My work is done. Stop
Should
making his way
fire.
towards.
Hand fucking fire, and Seth
Yeah.
is planting herself in front of him. Before you're leaving, why did your friend call you wrong?
Wrong?
Yes, he said there was something wrong about you. He looked at me, got weird, then said there was something wrong about you.
I have
Why
a
would he do
pallid disposition. That is all.
Uh-huh. Insight fucking check.
Okay.
19.
Oh, hang on. Because I rolled alright as well. He's not giving you much. As you're, like, grazing over his expression, his eyes don't falter. It's still that white piercing light. His mouth doesn't quiver. He's holding true to whatever he's saying, whether it's true or not.
Just casting detect thoughts to read his surface thoughts to see what the hell he's thinking about.
He's currently very intent of wanting to leave.
You know, can I actually talk in Moose's head, please?
Yeah.
Telepathic speech. Just say, we could just gank him. He came down here willingly. We could also just all make sure that he could not leave.
In the cheat, who doesn't know how to fight in the fighting pit.
No one else can
Nope.
hear it.
No one else can hear it. No one else can hear that. No.
Oh, that's true.
But then I'd also start passing. I'd start passing the same message on to every single person.
Oh, yeah. Shall we carry him? Pass him on. Shall we kill him? Pass him on.
We can just say we don't have to kill him. We can just make sure he does not remember who kicked the shit out of him.
Can I, while he's not looking, cast a spell on him, please?
I mean, he's definitely looking, but what would you like to do? Because you're
I'm
all
behind.
like control. Yeah, but we're all like pinning him. He's going to be very aware of his surroundings. But you can cast a spell.
I'm going to cast suggestion on him. DC 13 Wisdom saving throw minus a D6.
Using your bardic. You want to roll your D6? Yeah.
Yeah, minus a 5.
90 minus 5, 14.
19.
14.
Oh, thank God.
No, I mean he had 19 to start with. Bloody hell.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Well, he passes, motherfucker.
Sort of shakes loose the fort, and again, it's very much appearance of like, well, I was expecting that to work. Okay, if we're done, all's fair. I'd like to leave.
Oh, it's not fair.
I would just like to whisper in his ear, very, very quietly, I know what you are.
Insight. I'm inside you, my friend. Ooh. I rolled a flat 16 plus
you're
whatever.
inside.
So.
No, right, fair enough. Deception.
I'm inside you, my friend. Yeah.
No, not great.
Yeah, 16 plus extra. So.
No, I've got 13.
So I assume you don't know what he is.
I'm pretty sure I do, but it's only a bluff.
Okay. Well, if you do, I suggest letting me walk away.
Why?
Because the duel has been killed.
I see.
Your friend is not dead.
We all challenge you to a duel right now for being a little pissant.
Who's cheating
In
then?
fact, no. See, this is the thing. Is I just get to make up the rules, and the rule is you've came and charged at a gang of people, and pissed them off with your bullshit, and we're just going to jump the fuck out of you because you're a shitty little bed pisser.
Look.
In fact, what we
Don't know
might
what you've
do
heard.
is just put your body in a barrel and leave you there.
Would like to see you try.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I don't think you could. He's gonna like sidestep you, Sephi.
Uh-huh. She's matching pace. She's
Are we doing this dance or what?
We just have some questions.
Wait,
That's all.
is
Did
Jinx
it feel
up
like
there?
questions?
Yeah,
I think so.
cleared earlier.
Jinx, go fuck him up again.
Look, your friend insinuated that we might have something in common. I need to know if that's true, and I need to know if it can be undone.
Do me a charisma check. Not persuasion, not deception, just a flat charisma.
Oh yeah, this is gonna go super well.
Bring the stigma, Riz.
11.
Your eyes lock for a moment, and his like coquettish bravado, which is paper thin, breaks for a moment as you're locked in this weird little stare for a moment, and then he sort of shakes loose. If you want to speak about things of that persuasion, maybe in private.
When I've just seen you knock out one of my friends in 3 hits, look at me, look at the size of her. I can't trust you by myself in private.
You don't have to trust me. We could do it in a public space. How about the tavern? I won't fuck with Sinclair.
I don't mind if it's a space without members of the public there or other people there, but I want at least one of my party members there.
Okay. Could I do the same?
Okay.
We will meet again in a couple of hours at the tavern then.
Okay.
There's like a very...
She very slowly steps out of his way.
Shakily takes a few steps past you, like expecting you full well to swing, because I think your quarterstaff was like at the ready. He's like, okay. He makes his way up the stairs. According to Matt Pasta.
Not even moving out of the way, just like slightly just steps aside, but not.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Tight space.
You're right. You're right. It did excuse you.
That you are left all in the fight pits.
Over to Jinx. See how she's doing.
Sheet. You okay, dear?
Yeah. Fair to say, being locked in place is not exactly the fun.
Yeah, who uses magic in a fighting pit?
Clearly cheating.
That is definitely not the right thing to do. If we knew he could use magic, we would have. Well, I think we would have all chatted.
Use magic against?
Don't worry about it. I'll piss on that Furbog's bed.
Yeah. I'll
Oh,
piss
like you think?
in his bed.
Yeah, I'll piss on all their beds. Fuck it. Then they will be the bedwetters for the rest of their lives. They don't know it's mine. Unless they can detect and smell my urine, then we'll find out.
Yeah, so we should store some bottles and just sneak it in there and just pour it everywhere.
Yeah. We'll shake it like champagne bottles and just all over the place. Everything will be wet. Piss room.
Exactly.
We'll make a piss bomb. How about a bomb full of piss?
Piss the bomb.
Nice.
Melvin, do you think you can make a piss bomb?
I probably. I was more just thinking about burning their beds, but yeah, we could piss in their beds.
You have a serious problem with fire, my friend.
But
need to-
burning is good. We can set fire to their beds and put it out with the piss.
Yeah, see?
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, if it's fire, it's deliberate. Oh, someone's gone in and done this to them. If it's piss, they've done that themselves. They've just lived up to their name.
Yeah, nobody would believe them.
Or they've left a candle out and knocked it over. And...
Oh no!
Then we have to plant a candle there, and we have to knock it over, make it night, and then.
We have to be careful it doesn't spread because it's very close quarters.
Maybe we should tell the bar owner that someone was throwing bottles against his nice establishment.
Well,
I mean, he said it wasn't his problem.
Yeah, he didn't care.
If I could see the fucker, I'd throw a bottle at him and see if that helps. But, I can never see him.
Maybe this
Or we
is
could
why
wait till he's asleep and kidnap him and actually put him in a barrel.
Nice.
Yes.
I'm annoyed. Sorry.
You're not. We need vengeance. Repeated.
Vengeance.
Livy, you're awfully quiet.
I do not like how we conduct ourselves.
Well, then you're in the wrong fucking business, sweetheart.
He defiled Orso's memory.
He picked a fight with us. We didn't start anything with him. He came charging, throwing bottles, demanding a duel. Wouldn't take our no. He demanded a duel.
I think because there are better ways to handle these things. There
best
wasn't
way-
even an attempt to look at something else.
the best way to handle these fits of violence are with a stronger force. You do not.
I mean, he encouraged the violence. He asked for the duel.
With two
Many
ways to
times,
each
he
other,
didn't
the
just
strongest
ask
one
once.
finishes.
And not to place blame here, Livy, but if you're going to argue for peace, maybe you should be more vocal about it during the argument.
Yes, I'm aware. I'm aware.
I mean, if you think of another way to handle a situation in a moment, there's nothing wrong with voicing your opinion. But then you can't moan at us when you don't say anything.
I don't know what would have been better. I truly don't. And you're all so much more experienced than me. And maybe it is just fighting is the way to do things. I don't know. But it's not something that I enjoy. I think there has to be a limit.
I do it for a living. There's no limit for me. So, I mean, if you want to talk to someone, I wouldn't talk out of me. It's quite hard to pull out of me. Especially when, I go all, wah, the teeth and the tails and the claws. Brr. It becomes
sorry.
very difficult.
Why did you turn into Wario for a second?
Yeah.
Also died less than 2 days ago, and they were going to mock his death.
As Captain Fresh
And
was saying,
again, he shouldn't have said what he said. And I absolutely agree with that. He was wrong to say that, and there should be recompense for that.
Yes, he left.
And I just
We carried.
think it just
left.
escalated so quickly.
Well, he left. We carried on talking and drinking, and then he came and initiated with us. Jinx told him to go away. Maybe not the politest way, but told him to go away, and he still carried on.
I did as I was told.
So we went outside to have a chat with him to stop him. We told him not to, and he still carried on. I mean, how much do we have to do?
as Captain Fresh would have said, there is always a time for words, but there is many more times for violence. If the other person is not seeing sense, there is very few words that can ever stop that, and so violence is often the answer. We would not kill the poor man. We would only harm him, but he would then remember to not deal with it again.
That's how you deal with bullies.
Sometimes a hard lesson is harder won.
Maybe. I
I
think I need to think on
that last
this.
hit. That last hit looked like it damn near killed our friend there. It was.
Hey, if I wasn't really pissed off, the first hit would have got me.
He was not holding back.
No.
And I have a feeling that from this moment forth, relationship with this fucking bedshitters is going to be strained.
I mean, no one goes into just a fight of pride swinging with all their might with a sword and killing someone. That's not just okay, let's settle this. That's I'm going to end you move. He didn't pull any punches.
In all honesty, when he pulled out his sword, I was very tempted to step in with my tentacle. Just because that is not, I do not want to see our Jinx die, and that was a risk.
Well, why didn't anyone step in?
Because the
We
rules
thought
of
it
the
was a
fight is 1v1, and we were playing fair.
But aren't you just trying to explain to me just now that sometimes things aren't fair and we have to meet violence with violence? And if we all collectively saw that he was not playing to the rules and going too far with everything, why did we keep playing fair?
Because we have respect for Jinx enough that she can fight for also her brother, and she needed that fight.
A fight that
Unless
nearly
what
killed
you're,
her.
unless what you're
Right.
saying,
I'm
Livy,
not
is next
trying
time.
to create infighting between us. I'm just trying to understand. I'm trying to understand the rules of this lifestyle. It's very different to what I'm used to.
I mean, the reason I imagine most of us stood back is mere days ago we saw Jinx in this same ring, fighting someone from the same team, dealing with it, how they were dealing with it. And I assume we thought it was going to go the same way and not end as quickly as it did. I mean, that was a blink of an eye almost.
There was 2 rules of Fight Club. 1 is no magic, and 2 is not to the death. He broke 2 of them, both rules.
I completely agree. It should have been only for direct combat. This is why I do not get into fight clubs. This is for Captain Thresh and others in the crew to deal with. This is why I do not directly engage.
I think
Seffi, in your conversation with him, you can inquire as to why he didn't follow the rules?
He didn't look like he was going to explain that.
What you can ask now. You have an opportunity to ask him. And Livy, that is a good question. We can ask. Because if they are not going to follow rules, then we know that we should not be following rules either.
I think he was following rules.
Livy,
His own rules.
if you would like, Livy, we agreed that it would be myself and another party member. Would you want to be that other party member that comes with me to be the moral conscience? Would you feel better?
I don't know. It's difficult because I don't want to impede what you need to find from this person. This is obviously very important to you, Seffi, and I want to, I want to support everyone and everything that they're trying to do. I'm just struggling to come to terms with this way of life, it seems. If you would like me there, then of course I'll go. But if someone else feels they would be better to support you, then they should go.
Do you think B team now consider us weak?
That is a concern.
I've tried to kick 2 of their asses and I failed both times. Am I not as strong as I think I am?
The first one was a fair fight. No weapons, no magic, not to the death. This one was just cheating.
Yeah.
This one was just completely uncomfortable.
Plate armor, sword, magic in a fighting ring.
Mm-hmm.
Go figure.
Looks down at my leather dress. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Maybe I should buff up or something. I don't know.
And I think if you would have landed the first shot, you would have ended him. You were just a bit unlucky.
I don't know.
I do think that from now on we should just agree that maybe we keep the one-on-ones only if it's actually necessary.
I agree.
At least for a time until we're more confident in who it is we're fighting.
I agree.
Again, he called it out, not us. We were trying to carry on drinking and talking about ourselves.
He did.
He's
The
simple fact is now that it's over. This fight is over. The honor has been declared. I think we only need to go back to the bar, lick our wounds, and continue our conversation. Do you not think that is best now?
Exactly that. Start. Yeah, I mean, he did call us out, and we should have just carried on talking. We left already.
Well, I
We're
do
leaning more in Livy's side now, calming down after.
Adrenaline is big things, you know. Fighting is tough. You know, life is violence. So we now have time to calm down. We know. I personally am thirsty as all hell, so.
I think you have a problem.
You're right. I do have a problem. My problem is I'm not drunk yet.
Fair enough.
Too real.
That's just purely Dan, guys. That's not even Star. That's just Dan.
Well,
Sad.
whoever makes their way up the stairs first, then to leave the fight club den, the underground portion, there'll be a notice nailed to the floor.
Oh fuck, Lazarus is back.
To the best team in Mondassia, we have work in Bastion. Please see me, Cersei. And that's where we'll leave the session. Because listening to that for 20 minutes.
Great, now you've given your barbarian fucking self-consciousness. I'm so glad
Introduce.
that this barbarian is now self-conscious. He's looking at our guns going, I'm not it anymore. It's not me. I'm not it anymore.
Weren't sure how that was going to go. We don't know these guys. You don't know these guys.
I do it.
But, I think that was good. I enjoyed